I'm Rena, and welcome to Cozy Discoveries. I'm so glad you're joining me today for our road trip to California, to the Bins, and also to the biggest Goodwill store I've ever seen. Let's go. I'm at Nashville Airport, and I am headed back to California today to help a family member. So here we go. But I made it. I'm now in California, and so I thought I would run to the Goodwill Bins. This is the only time I have to go. Okay, here we go. So the clothes were, I believe, $3.29 a pound, and they had already pretty much been picked over. And for anything other than that, you had to buy it by the pallet. Yes, by the pallet, and it was by auction. So there was no picking of the few items that you would like. You had to take the entire pallet. And once they pushed these pallets out, people would gather around them and dig in them really quick just on the top, and then they would start the bidding, and it went anywhere from $80 to $350. And can you believe the amount of pallets they went through in a day? Well, since I'm not here for bulk items, let's go and look inside the store. This is the biggest store I have ever seen. And look at all of these brand new shoes. They had rows and tables of brand new shoes. And as I looked around, I thought, where is the home decor? So let's go check that out. The first thing I came to were these gigantic mirrors, and this one is only $24.99. Can you believe that? It was gorgeous. The first thing that I found was this candlestick. Now there's no price on it, so I'm going to have to ask them about it, but I put it in my cart. This cute wicker sorter, $7.99. That's such a great price. Yeah. This metal napkin holder is nice for $3.99. I am just such a sucker for these watering cans. Tell me, do you like watering cans too? This sugar container was just so pretty for $2.99. I loved all those flowers on it. I was just checking it over to see if there were chips, and unfortunately there were. Oh, this big pedestal, so pretty. But then, remember, I gotta take it on the plane. This is the one thing that I wish I would have picked up one set of this. I love that sage green, or that olive green color, and it was from England. Do any of you know what this is? Look at this beautiful brass giant lantern. It is from Heart and Hand, and it was only $24.99. I thought this picture frame was so sweet, and at only $2.99. And then they had these trash cans. Now they did have a little bit of rust on them, but they were $2.99 less 50% off. So these metal trash cans only $1.50. These owl salt and pepper shakers were really cute for just $3.99. Then they had these really cool colored ball jars. I've never seen any like this, and they were just 99 cents each. Oh, how I wish I had room in my suitcase. And look how cute this is. I think those are all wood pieces on there, and only $4.99. That was a really good buy. this giant apothecary jar. Only $8. I would totally get that if I didn't have to fly. Okay, so you're probably wondering, after that cart full of stuff, what did I buy? Now, I had to get a realistic look and remember that I only could bring one bag as a carry-on, and that had to include my purse because I also had my luggage. So, what did I end up getting? I got this. So if you saw that sitting on the shelf below, I missed it the first time around, but I'm a firm believer. Take another lap before you go just to make sure you didn't miss anything. So I got this beautiful soup tureen, and it is marked Japan, and it is priced at $4.99. I don't have anything like this, and I wanted to start a hutch where I could put some white dishes in. I have some, but I wanted to start collecting maybe a few vintage ones or thrifted ones to make a beautiful eclectic collection like this. So my style is definitely in a bit of transition. Since I moved to Tennessee and I live in a farmhouse, I am starting to love farmhouse decor all the more. And so I do think some of these pieces that have a little bit of character really add and go right on with that theme. So I'm gonna take this tape off. I haven't even done that yet. Okay, so it does have a sweet ladle on the inside, no chips, and it made it on the flight, so that's exciting, and no chips on the inside either. So, I really, really lucked out. So happy about this. Wow, I think that's a great deal. You guys let me know, because this is like my first things of this that I am picking up. And to get that home safely, since I basically carried it all in a TJ Maxx Marshalls bag, I needed some cushioning. So I got these two pillows from my mom's home in California. She didn't need these anymore, so I got a second one right over there. So I put one on the bottom and one around the side, and then I wrapped my sweaters around it, and that was pretty much my entire carry-on, and I could barely get it underneath the seat. I think these are just so perfect. They are all embroidered, and it does have that beautiful feather down on the inside. I did wash them, and so I have two of these beautiful for spring. I really only had room for one other thing to bring, and I found this rolling pin. Isn't it cool? And I think it's old because it's got metal inside rather than the plastic ball bearings. I'm probably gonna just use this for decor inside that China hutch thing that I am searching for. I'm thinking I would paint the handles and maybe whitewash this, put maybe some transfers on it. So maybe next week we'll be working on this. I have a buffet hutch, but it's old and it's kind of that mahogany cherry color, and I'm gonna practice on it, and I'm gonna paint that like a, off black, because I really want a hutch like that. Now, if I can find a top piece, which I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace and in their thrift stores, and I haven't found one yet that I really like, then I will marry the pieces together. But more than likely, I'm thinking I'm gonna end up buying a whole new hutch and then having to refinish it. But I am gonna practice, so that will be an upcoming project soon. So thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope that you find lots of cozy discoveries too. I'd love it if you click that subscribe button and give me a like too as you head on out. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.